Okay, so who has not been to one of my seminars yet? Awesome. Okay, and then I've got a couple of seasoned people that says they want to come back for a second bout with me here. Glad you're here. That's why I'm here. I'm going to teach you something here. If you do this already, you might naturally do it. If you don't, you need to make a conscious effort to do this. It's called the pause. The pause, because guess what? It's not a race. Hold your horses. It's not a race to the finish when it comes to the sales presentation. But sometimes we as salespeople tend to race to the finish. Because here's what happens. When they have a concern, let's not even use the word objection, but when they have a concern, pause. About 5 seconds. Feels like forever. Franco, I don't know, it's just too much money. Well, John, I can appreciate that concern because you know what? You're a smart business person. It means you're looking out for it. See how long that pause was? To you it feels long, but actually to them it's not going to. I'm going to give you an example here because the pause will change your sales technique. Just slow things down. Slow it down. If something's going wrong in the sale, it's probably going too fast. And you can stop and just slow it all down and repeat it again very slowly. So that's a good word right there. Write that down. Slow down. Pause. Acknowledge. Isn't it the worst when you have a conversation with somebody and sees you say something, hey Joe, what's going on? Yeah, I'm going over here, I'm going over there. But Joe, can you go? No, I'm not going to do that. He's not even listening to you. He's answering immediately. Isn't that the worst? When somebody just answers you immediately because they know they're not listening to you. What do you think it feels like when a customer is trying to talk to you and you have your ready-made answer for them and you pop it out in 1 second? What do you think happens? Blocks. Bing, 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 bing. Salesman, blocks. Bing, bing, bing. He's not listening to me. Blocks. He doesn't care about me. He didn't even hear one word I just said. That's what they think about us when we have immediate answers. Doesn't make you a sharp salesperson. It makes you a worse salesperson. I'm sorry. That makes you an information booth. Click. How do I get to Disneyland? Click. You just turn left, go right, and turn around the corner and make a U-turn. How do I get to that? It's an information booth. Immediate answers. Just push the button. They're pushing our buttons and we're just going like this little meter box, So we want to pause. Not responding immediately is critical to maintaining control, especially in a tense situation. And I'm going to give you a good example of a really neat sale that I say. You gather your composure, and before you respond, don't get defensive. Even take time to collect your thoughts, because you need time to know how to respond. At the same time, you're showing them that you're listening, and you might even paraphrase back. So, if I understand you correctly, John, so what you're saying is that you've invested before in Yellow Pages and you didn't see a return, so now you think my book is like that book, if that makes sense, because you said you've tried Yellow Pages, and I paraphrased it, I listened carefully, I'm addressing his objection, and now I'm going to dig deeper to let's have some dialogue, let's talk about this. Sometimes what salespeople perceive as an objection is really them just thinking out loud. If you wait a moment, prospects might overcome their own objection. Okay, so I'm going to tell a little story that saved a full page. And here's where the pause was very effective. Real short, quick story, because I want to keep moving here. And again, I defaulted to what I was programmed to. I kid you not. I didn't know how I was going to handle this situation. And we came out winners on this. I get inherited a full page of a client I've never had before, so now I don't have a relationship. Number one, so we get those sometimes, and sometimes we're happy to get those accounts, and sometimes back in my mind I'm not. And he'd been with us for many years, so my manager says, I don't know, they pay, they look good, I don't know, Frank, there should be an in and out thing. I call him up. Oh, yeah, well, I'm handling your account. Nice to meet you, Linda, but I'm going to come by. What's good for you morning? Oh, no, we're canceling this year. This is just, it's over. We can't do it. We've been with you for 10 years, but no, not this year. No, done. Thank you very much. No, don't even call me back. Almost like, I'm like, wow! John! Help! So I'm like, cool. I says, Linda, I'm here for you. Love to meet you. Do whatever you need to do, whatever's right for your business. What's good for you, morning or afternoon? So I used the pause super quickly there on the phone. Well, like I said, we're canceling. What's good for you, Linda? Well, come by Wednesday morning. I want Harry here too, so because we have to. We just can't do this, Bill. Okay, see you guys 9 o'clock. So, what happens? I'm getting geared up. I'm like, getting all my defenses. I got all my CMS numbers. I got all my stuff going on. I'm like, how am I going to save this deal, man? I got to figure out. Don't we pay sometimes? We're trying to think of everything that we can bring. And that's the way you should do. Bring everything you can. But I'm going to teach you something here that's going to save you a cancellation. You're going to remember I told you this. It's already saved several people a bunch of cancellations. Because some of us have already learned that sometimes their bark is bigger than their bite. Am I not correct? Okay. And we have to listen really careful to find out if there's a way to save it more than talk more. Less is more in this place. But this was huge. I just defaulted to the way I'm programmed. And she's sitting there. I meet her. Her husband's sitting over there. He's not talking to me yet. She hasn't introduced me to him. And I don't like this already. It's very uncomfortable because she has not introduced me to him. But she's the signer. But I know from experience, he's the guy. Remember I said that a little while ago? Always know who's the guy. In this case, the guy's the guy. Sometimes the girl's the guy. This time the guy's the guy. She's signing, he's the guy. So, in this case, I'm put on hold for a minute. She goes, I'll be right off. I've got to finish this entry because I got some clients that are going out. These are garage door people, so they're very busy. So I take the book and I open up to the full page and I set it on I set it right on her desk next to her.
Is the garage door?
This is a different garage door person that I inherited. It's this guy right here. Campbell garage door. Okay. His ad didn't look like that when I got him. So this was not this last campaign, last year. 09, 010. So I just renewed him. This is renewed for 010 with an increase. So what happens is I just sort of set it there. I says, no problem, no, when you're ready. So I'm over here and I'm like, see, rule of thumb is some salespeople at this point would probably keep trying to avoid the guy, hoping that they can just try to win her over. And my instinct told me, go meet him. Because she's not introducing me to him yet. And I don't want to be rude and not honor him. He's the boss. So, rule of thumb is, find out who's the boss and honor them. Nice word, maybe something fun. I did this instinctively. I didn't think of it. I looked around, he's busy, and I go, he must be Harry. Yeah, Harry. I'm Greg. I'm the janitor. I literally said that, and he goes, hey, I'm the janitor here too. Yeah. Shook my hand, and he grinned like, we're just janitors. See, I'm a previous business owner, and I know that we just realize after it's all said and done, we're just really janitors. We're always cleaning up everything. And he laughed because he knew I knew that. Some people don't know that because they've never been there. That's my edge. I've been a business owner before. So I related. In 2 words, I connected to him. You can do it too. Even if you don't have that kind of experience from my past. You've got other experiences. Use that to relate to somebody. Connect with them. Take a shot at it. Even a nice, kind word would have been just I know you're the one holding down the fort here. You're the one that's running the show here. I know you're the one. Something like. So they, just shake his hand. You must be the guy. And he would just laugh. Or, but I said the janitor. I kid you not. It came out of my mouth. I couldn't even believe I said it. I'm the janitor at Yellow Pages. He goes, yeah, I'm the janitor here too. So guess what happens next? So she's not paying attention to me yet because she's trying to get something done on the computer, and then she goes, he gets up, he goes, after he met me, and I could tell he liked me, he just got up, he goes, walks over to the book, and he goes, so this is it? This is our last ad, huh? Yeah. And then she gets off the phone finally or something, and she just looks over and she goes, I told him you want to cancel. We're canceling, right? She's like trying to she's like, we're canceling, right? And he's looking at the ad, and he goes, so I'll lose this #1 position if I cancel, huh? And I just calmly go up and I go, and I paused even on this one, real quiet. I just listened. See, don't be so ready to answer too quick anything. These are crucial moments, and even you answering too fast could have killed the sale. If I would have said, yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell you. I mean, this #1, no, keep calm. And I go, it would be safe to say, I would say that you would lose #1. Yeah, you're right. You'll lose #1 position. I shut up. And it's quiet. It's really these are those moments that I defaulted to that I didn't know how I was going to save the sale. But I just worked with the moment. I realized, there's something going on here. I'm not going to talk. He looks at the ad, then he flips it, and he looks at somebody else's ad. Now his ad used to be real dark. It was either black or brown, or it was just a dark background. And then he saw somebody else over here. He saw this white Aero garage door with a nice white background. So he just flips it, he goes back, he looks at her, and he goes, can you make my ad pop like that guy's ad? Can we change this? So what's it now? It's a copy sheet close, isn't it? I don't have to sell this ad. He just told me he wants to stay in there. And I just calmly, instead of being like some salespeople might, not saying you guys, but some, yeah, I can make it look however you want it, how you want to do it, all excited because now it looks like the guy wants to buy. Just keep your composure. What did Patrick say? Be nice. Just be cool. Just be calm. And I looked at it and I says, I'm really thinking about it. I really have to think about this. But I'm doing it. See, I'm acting. And I'm going, yeah, actually that would really work because all this area now becomes white. And you know what area? We can make that pop. That'll look good. I'm not smiling. See, this is not the time to smile. It's a time to smile, not a time to smile. It's not time to smile. It's a time that it's sober. They're talking a lot of money here. These are big accounts. It's very sober. It's very calm. Yeah, I can do that. He goes, okay, sign it, honey. Walks over, sits down at his computer. What did I do? I didn't hardly anything. Less is more in this place. I paused, I listened, I was calm. I didn't come in all trying to rescue the sale and freak out because he's canceling a full page. Because see, it's how we react many times that's going to ruin the sale. It's with life. It's how we react to situations in life that really ends up making it worse than better. Is that not true?
Yes.
So, in this case, less was more. And I really tell you that if you can apply this in almost every aspect of your selling and slow things down and pause things more and try less, you're going to see a lot of great stuff come out of it. I guarantee you. It's already happening, isn't it? There's salespeople that are just saving deals, that they were just thought they were going to come in and rescue the deal. And now they're just coming in and listening and being real humble and quiet and concerned and like, I really am here for your company. Instead of like, well, I can't believe, I still hear seasoned salespeople say, well, I can't believe you're canceling. They say stuff like that. I'm saying, where did you go to sales school? I'm sorry. Where did you learn these lines? Can't believe you're canceling. That's not addressing their concern. That's not validating their concern. You should say like, well, I can appreciate your concern, especially in these times. Let's sit down and look at this a little closer and see what's making sense here and what's not. Validate them. And now sit down and we negotiate. We come up with something. I've saved some major clients and maybe had to take some little downsizes. Rather than them totally leaving, sometimes you want to even salvage what you can get. And these days, it's still an increase. Fight for the full page or the increase, but I'm not going to walk away and let them pull out of the book. I'm going to fight for that. I'll fight tooth and nail. Well, John, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, if you want to be number 2, then that's up to you. You're number 1 now, so if you go half page, or triple quarter, I don't know how many other half pages or triple quarters coming in, so there's no guarantee you might end up 4 or 5. So now I'm doing fear of loss, but I'm sort of, if he was totally going to cancel and refuse to want to pay this kind of amount, I'm still going to try to save a half page or something, and probably get that at least. But in this case, it paid off. We developed a great relationship. So, is that not a good save story? I mean, that's precious to me. I can't even believe I saved it, because I thought, well, this is a dead deal. I told Chuck, I said, I'm going down there. I don't know what to do. And by not doing nothing, I saved the deal. By not coming out like, bam, 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 bam. I can, what's wrong with you guys? This is real stuff. If you can take this and apply this stuff to what you guys are doing already, I guarantee you guys are going to save some stuff and have some fun. Good stuff?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.